everyone, and welcome to our next video in the series. I'm making videos with WeVideo and doing some great digital storytelling. In the first video, we talked a lot about what digital storytelling is, and I shared some examples of some of the stories that I've used and I've created with my students. This video, we're going to look at basically how to create an account for you, how a student can create an account, how to log into your account, and we're also looking at what the dashboard is when you actually log in for the first time. Okay, so right now I'm using an incognito window because if I went to a regular tab on Chrome, basically it would show myself already logged in. Now I'm using Chrome because I'm on a Chromebook, and WeVideo is great for using Chromebooks right now. I'm doing a screencast right now with WeVideo. I'm using WeVideo screencasting tool to record my screen. And I wanted to sort of, again, use everything in these videos from WeVideo so you can see how you can make videos with this tool. WeVideo does work on like other browsers like Firefox, but if I'm on a Chromebook, obviously I'm using Chrome, and a lot of our students now are using Chromebooks, so it's a great tool to use. There are WeVideo apps for iPad and Android users, and there is some tie-in to your WeVideo account on the web, but it isn't complete, and I will talk about that later, and I might do that more for an advanced course. Okay, so here we go. So let's look at this. The very first time you're going to do sign up. And it's going to bring you to a login prompt where you could give them your credentials. But for us, really, and that's not where I want to go. There we go. What we're looking at here is this screen will come up and will say, choose the plan that fits for you. And you have like all these, like you can buy $8 a month. Now we're not doing that. For the first time, and it says like for schools and districts, gives you some like pricing and things like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to down here, get started with a free WeVideo account. Now, I have some access to some licenses for the full version of WeVideo that I'm using as a pilot program this year with some clearance teachers to get them acclimated to this. And we're trying to build enough interest that the district will buy more and more licenses for everyone. That'd be awesome because it's a great tool. There are some limitations with the free account, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. But it doesn't matter if you're on the free or if you're on the paid version, you got to make an account. And this is really the easiest way to make an account. So go down to free WeVideo account, click on that link. And it's taking me a little bit of time because my computer's a little slow. My connection speeds here aren't the best at home. And you would be, fill in your credentials. Now, don't fill this in right here because what we want to do is we want to sign up with Google. Okay, because it's easy to use your Google account, have your Google credentials. Same thing if the students are on the same Google domain. So for here, if you're a clearance teacher watching this, right, we have our own account, Google accounts through clearance to our students, and they're sort of tied together. So that's important that everybody's on the same account. So I'm going to log in with Google, and it's just going to ask you for your Google credentials and things of that nature. Okay, and the first time you do this, it's going to ask you to put in your Google email address and your password. And if you're a clearance user, you would certainly use your clearance email and then your network password. If you're not a clearance user, right, whatever you're using for your Google accounts. And then you would click next and next, and you have your account. Okay, so that's basically how this actually works. Let me go back to WeVideo. Okay, the main page there, because then when you go back to WeVideo for another time, you're just going to want to hit the sign in button. Okay, it's going to bring up a similar sort of hit the login button. It's going to bring up a similar sort of look to it. And welcome back. And again, you would click here, log in with Google, if that's what you use to create your account in the first place. Just log in with Google. And if you're already logged into a Chromebook, that's it. You're already in. So what's nice about a Chromebook, when you're logged into a Chromebook, it already knows what credentials you're using, so you don't have to do it again and again and again. But because I'm on an incognito tab, it's asking it all over again, and you just fill this in again, right? So that's how that works. Okay, so it's very easy, okay, to create an account and to sign in, especially if you're using Chrome, especially if you're using Google, very easy. Okay, so let me get out of here, and I'm going to go back to my account here. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So now I'm signed into my WeVideo account, and this is the main area that comes up when you first log in. Now it says your name, hello, time used, how much storage you have left. Now I have the premium version, so I have a lot of time. I have a lot of storage, obviously. But if you're in the free account, that's a lot more condensed. Okay, so that's important to realize that. Okay, so we will talk about some of those differences later on in the course, but you will have some limitations on the free account. The biggest limitation is time to export a video. If you're a student, I think you can only do about 7 minutes for a free video export, which is fine for like a small project. If you want to do like a couple minute projects and another couple minute projects. Again, if you're using a larger product, if it's like 7 minutes longer or 10, 12 minutes, you're going to have some difficulties. But honestly, I use the free video account with my students for the past couple of years without a lot of challenges or difficulties. Okay, so this is your project. It gives you what your most recent project you've been working on. You can create a very new project or video edit rate from the dashboard. We'll talk about these differences later on, what this actually means. You can also view all your projects here. And you can organize them into folders, which we'll talk about that more later on. Okay, and this is also the projects tab here. So I go back to the dashboard, you hit projects, it brings you basically to this tab as well. Okay, then you can click on the media tab, and this shows you all the media you've uploaded to your WeVideo account to use to making videos. Now we're going to get into all this later, how you do that, why you do this. Okay, but it tells you like the recordings you've made, any audio sequences, some images here that you're looking at, and you then can organize it into folders as well. And then you can also look at your videos, okay, that you've made, and you can also organize these. You hit the plus button, make a new folder if you want to put your videos into folders and organize them. Okay, you won't have the admin button, because I am actually an administrator for the school's WeVideo account. So I'm kind of in charge of the accounts, and that's why I have an administrator tab. Okay, you have some like things for notifications here, help and support. You also have your, you can manage your account. Now this is actually an important spot for students when you actually use them for the first time, if you give them the full version. So if I have the full version, I would give them a certain access code, and I would tell them to apply that access code when they went in to manage their account. All right, but that's how that would work if they had the full version of all of this. So that's basically your dashboard. That's basically how you log in and how you create an account. So I hope that was helpful. And I'm looking forward to sharing more tools and tips with WeVideo. Okay, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.